Gonna lay it out flat right now. This is gonna be a really jam-packed video where I talk about a lot of things that I needed to talk about for a very long time. First of all, the We Love the Oscars competition ended like over a month ago, and I haven't done my proper shout-out video for Adele from Roll Credits, who got 18 out of 24. I believe it was 24, 22, I want to say it was 24. Either way, she got the majority of them right, and that's awesome for her. Plus, she's been shouted out by Chris Stuckman. I mean, what else do you want from her? She has a great YouTube channel, she reviews movies, she talks about movies, she does everything that we do. Just, you know, a little bit more professionally, and, you know, that's what I love. So yeah, definitely go subscribe to her right now. Leave her in the description below or right here. So yeah, congrats to you. I apologize if the setup is a little different, I just was kind of adjusting things. But I'm finally doing a Blu-ray update video. I have not done one since, I believe it was last November when I did the last one, and that one was like 4 months ago. Holy crap, like almost half a year ago. And yeah, I am now ready to show you the new Blu-rays that I've gotten since December all the way until today. Starting off with a double feature of the Man with No Name trilogy. The first two anyways. I haven't seen them yet. I began watching the first one, but I didn't have time to finish it, and I will watch it pretty soon, hopefully. And yeah, the quality though is very, very good. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, not one of my favorite Mission Impossible movies. I didn't think it was as good as Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, but it was still a very fun time at the theater. But I didn't feel like it was as good when I rewatched it, but it is still a really fun party movie. Burn after reading one of my favorite comedies from the Coen brothers, It Follows. It was really interesting. I watched this on Halloween, the very day of Halloween, and I really liked it. I thought it was a little slow at parts, but I really dug it. Ex Machina, this was really cheap, and I got it at Best Buy, and I wanted to see it because I knew that the Oscars were coming around just to see, you know, if we're nominated for Best Picture or for Best Visual Effects, and that was surprising to me too. Best Visual Effects over Star Wars, like... This was a gift from my friend Adam, who gave this to me for Christmas, and I was so happy to get it. And it's Amy, and I really like this documentary. It's really dark, and it's one of those documentaries. I made an entire review of it, but I'm just going to repeat myself for a little bit. This is one of those documentaries that has the interviewers, or the interviewees, narrating over pictures and videos that they collected, and it almost feels like a theatrical film. S. Darko, this was, I believe, around $3 at Big Lots. That's the only reason why I bought it. I watched the first 20 minutes of it. I could not finish this. The entire time I was just thinking to myself, wow, I really, really want to watch Donnie Darko again. Sicario, I saw this one in theaters thanks to my friend Adam for free. Hey, hooking me up with that deal. Didn't think this was as good as everybody was saying it was, but I will try to give it a second shot once I have some time. The Martian, it's a little overrated. It's very well made, it's really funny. Matt Damon gives a great performance, and Ridley Scott really directed Mars in a way where it looked interesting. So since I'm in the drama department, we go to this thing every year called CETA. This is my first year going to CETA. It's this weekend thing where we go to a hotel, and it's almost like this, I wouldn't call it a convention, but it's like more where like a bunch of drama geeks can just kind of be together and like show each other like the best plays, and like they give awards there. And while I was at CETA, we were allowed maybe like 30 minutes of free time, and then so there was a Target, and I was like, I'm gonna go buy a movie there, and I got myself The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and I think it's really good. I watched it back in Mexico last year, and I thought it was really interesting. I can't wait to rewatch this film again on Blu-ray. And an interesting thing to know about the DVD is that it looks like someone actually like, oh my god, it looks like someone actually like painted, like actually took a Sharpie and then, you know, like pirated the movie. That's an interesting thing to me. But yeah, great film. Monty Python, The Holy Grail. I also got this one at CETA when I was at Target on the last day. That one I got Friday, this one I got Sunday. Bridge of Spies, we are currently learning about the Cold War, and I absolutely find it fascinating. I had watched this before the Oscars, and I found it to be kind of okay. It was a little bit of an average movie. I think it was only nominated because it was Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. HD Moods, this was only like $3. That's why I got it. I mean, it's just something to have on the background when I'm doing something else or listening to music or doing homework. You know, something to keep the TV occupied. It's... I don't know. Taken, this was $4 at Goodwill, and I had always wanted to get it on Blu-ray, and now I have it. I think the movie is pretty good. I just need to rewatch it again. Straight Outta Compton. This was one of my favorites from last year. It's a little bit overrated, I'll admit. The script isn't too great, even though I think it's not too deserving of its Oscar nomination, but at least it got something at the Oscars. But yeah, I think it's a very fascinating look at the rap group, and I'm not particularly a big fan of the rap industry or things that go on there, but I do really respect this film. Spotlight, personally not my choice for Best Picture, but it is still a really great film. I found it to be a little bit kind of iffy in its execution and in its direction. I'll speak more about that maybe in a later video. But for now, I think Spotlight's a great film. I'm not too disappointed in it being Best Picture, but The Revenant would have been definitely my first pick. Creed, I got this the other day at Target, and I was incredibly happy when I got this. The steelbook looks really, really great. The actual movie itself is pretty good. I think it's just basically a remake of Rocky, but executed a little bit more in a modern fashion, of course. I don't think Sylvester Stallone deserved the Oscar looking back on this movie now, but still better than Mark Rylance, I think. And this last thing I got was pretty recently. This was $6.99, and it's the Watchmen Steelbook. Shout out to Lee from Drum Dumps for telling me about this deal through Instagram, and yeah, it came with a coupon for Batman v Superman, which I still haven't watched yet, but there's like huge debates, not even gonna get into that right now. I watched it the other day, and it was really, really good. I thought it was really dark, violent, disturbing, kind of screwed up, but in a really good way. Visually, this movie is, I think, a masterpiece, but I was following the characters, but I wasn't too invested in them. Okay, I'm gonna try to fit this all in the frame. Hopefully it is. So that was my entire haul, you guys. Hopefully this satisfies some of you guys. This is a lot of Blu-rays, and this is kind of heavy. But definitely let me know what you thought of any of these in the comment section down below. Generic Saints. Make sure to subscribe to Adele from Roll Credits, and yeah, I will, oh god, don't fall. I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be too long, and yeah, bye.